We asked the 01 community on what the next topic should be, and they said this. Honestly, I would have never picked a topic on teaching money with your partner. That makes no sense. But I thought we'll do it anyway. Right, Abhishek?
Sir, it doesn't make sense. I mean, talking about money with my partner, it's personal finance. आपने मेरे को सिखाया.
Yeah.
I'll teach it to her. Difference क्या है?
No, dude, that's not how it works. I've been married for 8 years now, and you might be thinking everything we learn about money is in context of myself. Me.
What's the
including me.
difference?
The difference is now all your decisions are taken in context with your partner and your parents, which are also aging. And the truth is, guys, no one teaches us to become adults. One day we just become adults and we're expected to know how the world works. And that sucks. I've been married for 8 years and somehow I figured it out with my friends. So we thought, why not talk about something no one does? How to think about money in context of your family and your partner so you can lead a peaceful life. Does that make sense?
Will that be helpful?
Let's find out. First,
Arey sir, I'll okay. Getting married to a rich partner, this is what you're saying?
No.
Getting married to someone who is earning so that expenses आधे हो जाए.
No.
Rent आधा हो जाए.
No. Dude, look. This is about financial compatibility.
वो
Psychology is
Another
about
fancy
biases. Psychology is about biases. So if you know that your mind has a certain bias, it's an easy way to overcome it. Now, I'm not saying you'll be able to overcome all of it, but let's talk about a bunch of biases and it will tell you how you can overcome it. The first one is spender versus saver.
Is there a checklist?
There is no checklist. This is marriage. It's long term. It's about love. But you don't want something else to come in between your love. You know what that is?
Money.
It's actually not money. It's something else you'll find at the end of the episode. Let's start. So what are you buying this month?
Okay. Jordans. No, sneakers. Parties hai. Then a new pair of jeans. Oh, I love that jacket. Okay, I'll get this. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, all right.
These are these 4 items.
And how much are you saving this month?
After I spend, I'll decide.
So
I'll
you're
let
not
you
sure
know.
how much. So clearly, if I have to bucket you within a saver or a spender, I'll put you as a spender.
Yes. That's how you live life.
You don't save. And you don't care about the future because of course you'll get the appraisal.
What is this, sir? What is this?
You only live once. YOLO.
Yes. So
Dude,
you chill.
Okay, so I'm not saying you should change yourself. Let's assume for this discussion that you will be like this forever and you'll always be a spender. It also puts your future at risk in case something wrong happens, but let's not get into that. Let's say your partner is also a spender, right? And you both love buying stuff and she buys the exact same things that you bought.
Party.
The sneakers, the partying, the going out, the travel, that jacket you liked, etc. and the watch. Neither of you will be able to save anything.
But we are living today, no? We are enjoying today.
To have problems tomorrow. Having a couple where both of them spend and nothing is saved is an issue. Imagine if your parents are also involved, you have to take care of them. If you have a kid, usko school kaun bhejega? Sweating a little bit? So AC chalao. So I think you have two options here. One is, if your partner is just the opposite of you, that she's a saver and you're a spender, or the opposite, you're the saver and she's a spender, that works out really well.
Sir, I have a question. Imagine 2 person, A and B.
Yeah.
ठीक है. A is spender,
Yeah.
B is saver, or B is also a spender.
Both are spenders.
Correct. But they both are in love with each other. Should they break up? Is that what you're saying? So, matlab, spender or spender?
Bro, this is not a love show. This is a financial compatibility
I'm giving
episode.
you a situation, sir.
The solution is very simple. If you have two spenders who are staying together, who are partners, the simple solution is a habit. You create a habit where as soon as you get your salaries, a portion of it is transferred to a savings account or an FD or an investment so you can't touch it. And then aap apna kharcha chalao, and this simple habit will fix it. Now, I know this sounds simple. Remember, if together you're not happy because of money, that sucks. And you don't want that in your life. The problem is, most couples don't have the money conversation.
Exactly.
And because of that, they don't know their personality type. And once you know you're a saver or a spender, then we've already discussed the solution. You do that, happier life.
People discuss if they're a spender or a saver.
I don't think they discuss. Anyway, on to point number 2.
Sir, I have a question. So, you, with your 8 years ka marriage experience, what has changed before marriage and after? Thoda comparison mein, can you just throw some light on that part?
This is a little deep question. So let's see. I guess when you're younger, or probably as you're watching this, you're expected to earn something.
Right.
And the head of the family are your mother and your father.
Right.
And they look up to you. But when you get married, something changes. You're no longer looking up to two more people. Suddenly, you have your spouse's parents also looking up to you.
Spouse bhi to hai na, wo bhi dekh hi raha hai.
Yeah, but as time goes by, you are suddenly the figurative head of both families. And you're also expected to start your own family. So you have now three entities, if I can say, your parents, your spouse's parents, and your child, looking up to you, thinking that you have life figured out. But the truth about being an adult is, we're just kids who've grown a little older, and we really don't know how life really works. And everyone expects us to know the answers to everything. The truth is, we still need videos like this to sort of tell us that things have changed. So I think the biggest thing that changed is you're supposed to now take care of your family. You're supposed to take care of your spouse as she's supposed to take care of you. You're also supposed to take care of both parents.
It's a responsibility.
And responsibility means their future, their current security, their standard of living, and their joy, which also includes time, which you don't have when you're in your late 20s and 30s, because you also have to look after your career.
So we need to think.
The real stress in life comes from that. And if money becomes a problem with which you can't serve any of these things, your life actually degrades a lot, because none of these aspects are with you before marriage. It just suddenly pops up. So a good way for you to be happy, and I think this episode is not about money anymore. I think it's about your parents' happiness, your spouse's happiness, and you getting up on a Monday with a smile. A lot of it has to do with the chain around your neck. And that chain is debt, paisa nahi hai, future kya hoga, appraisal milega ki nahi. We make fun of this, but it's the scariest freaking thing in the world. The only thing you can do is in your 20s, if you can save something and add that safety net, all these entities will have a huge smile. And I think that was the toughest thing after marriage that no one tells you, but you have to live with.
Okay, sir. I will save money.
But the problem with that saving is the way life is designed. जो भी आपका जमा पूंजी होगा, you have the honeymoon, खर्चा of relatives, the marriage, and all these other things. नया घर, geyser, shopping, curtains. Married people will know this. All your savings will vanish. So ideally, don't just save. थोड़ा invest करना चाहिए ताकि थोड़ा सा पैसा का भी थोड़ा growth हो जाए.
Calculated save.
You and your partner, not just you.
I promise her. She will also save. I'll show her this video.
Cool. On to point number 3. Imagine you're sitting in your beautiful living room with curtains. You're watching something on television. Just then, cut.
Huh?
You don't have a doorbell. Cut. You open the door and there's a guy with a lathi saying, "Give me my money." Debt collector. Guys.
Oh, loan.
What you have to do is you have to make sure that you have a conversation on what each other's debt is. So if she has a lot of debt or you have a lot of debt, you should talk about that. And this is another money talk that you have to do. Because now you're a unit. You are both earning to pay each other's debt. Got it?
उसके लोन के पैसे मैं भरूं.
दोनों भरेंगे यार. आपका लोन होगा, she'll also do it. You're a unit now. And that's what changes after you're married or you have a partner.
If she has a lot of debt, बहुत लोन है, तो according to you, I should not marry.
Guys, this is not a love guru program. This is financial compatibility.
It's a general question, sir.
Fair. You have to just know what each other's debt exposure is. That's it. Once you have that conversation and you've written it down on a piece of paper, you know you have to pay towards it. That's all. That conversation must happen.
Sir, I just have another question.
Yeah.
This for you, thoda personal, I don't mind.
Okay.
How do you and Swati ma'am manage your expenses?
So, of course, we do it in a certain way. Swati's been my best friend for 16 years now. So we have a crazy understanding of each other. As soon as we receive our salaries, which we withdraw from LearnApp, we take out a portion of it each and put it into our investments. This is done on the first. Then I transfer a chunk of money to Swati because actually Swati runs the house. I have all of this on an Excel sheet. Actually, I do. So that
Your
Excel
expenses.
sheet. the Excel sheet starts with the income for the month, how much investment we've done. I also maintain where the investments are at this point.
And you update this month on month?
I update this every month. And then whatever is left in our accounts, we can spend on whatever else we like. It's equal, it's done like this. When we are out on a holiday, I make all the spends, but this is how we do it. And pretty harmonious. What you can do is you can also have a joint account like this. So this is your account, this is my account, this is a joint account. We both can equally put in 40,000, 40,000, 30,000, 30,000. And then this can be the expense account for the family.
Oh, family ka expenses, any issues or something.
And whatever money you have, you spend on other things that you want to do. This is another way to also do it.
Oh, that's nice.
Pretty simple. There's one thing over here that I'll admit, okay? When we sat on that Excel sheet and I said, open your bank account, tell me balance kitna hai. It felt a bit weird.
But 16 years ka friendship, understanding.
But we don't say that, na, account mein kitna paisa. It feels awkward. And then she said it, and then I also put my number. And I said, okay, do you have a FD? Do you have mutual funds? Okay, tell me. And then once we went through the first question, then it was easy. Then it was super easy. But that first question, that first step is like wearing your gym shoes at home. As soon as you wear your gym shoes, gym pahunch jaoge. So the toughest thing is the first step, which is asking that question and having that money conversation, starting with the first line.
No, what about those other expenses? Matlab, wedding hai, then you have honeymoon, then you have post-honeymoon, pre-honeymoon,
Guys,
etc.
I mean, that is out of scope of this video. If you want us to do it, put it in the comments, give us some ideas what the other episode should be. But I'll tell you the bottom line for this entire episode. The bottom line is very simple. A partnership is about trust. Whether it's a business partnership, whether it's a partnership in sport, whether you're working with someone, whether you're in a team, and of course, when you're in a marriage. And one of the things where trust breaks very frequently is flow of information, usme se money. Money ka information agar nahi hoga, to there is a high chance of trust deficit, which you don't want.
It's basically just talk.
Yes, simple. Anyway, tell us what else you want us to cover and see you in the next episode.
But like and subscribe.
Bye-bye.